What's going on, WordPress peeps? My name's Cliff Kennedy and you're watching WPCliffsNotes. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how to create your own Elementor custom widgets and modules. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. WordPress as much as I do and want to learn more, check out my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you will be notified every time I post a new video. So if you're ready, let's jump into that video. Hey guys, welcome into the computer, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to create your own Elementor widgets and modules from scratch, using a plugin called Unlimited Elements. It's a pretty cool plugin. I am starting to think of it as the ACF of Elementor. It has about 10,000 downloads. For me, that makes it a legit plugin. It's pretty new, so you might not have heard of it. If you have, then awesome. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a very simple button. And it's just a button with text and an arrow that moves when you hover. So if you guys are ready to learn how to create a widget with unlimited elements, then let's jump right into this tutorial, guys. So first, we need to install the plugin. So if you go back to the back end to plugins, and I actually already have this plugin installed, but if you go to add plugin and type unlimited elements for Elementor. Unlimited elements for Elementor. It's the first one that comes up, and you just install it and activate it, and then you'll have this little unlimited elements tab over here, and they have a free version and a paid version, and the paid version is pretty minimal cost. I mean, it's only $29, and they give you, I think it's like over 700 plus elements that you can just pre-install, but you don't need the paid version to create your own element. So they give you everything you need in the free version to create your own element from scratch. So that's what we're going to do in this video. And so first, we've installed the plugin, and we've gone to, if you go to Unlimited Elements, Widgets for Elementor, you can see that they have a lot of different widgets. Like anything you need, pretty much they have. And they give you some free widgets, but for 29 bucks, you can have every one that they created. And actually, they're very responsive in their ticket requests. I asked them to put a link field in that dynamically pulls in the pages, and they did it within like a week, I want to say. So less than that, really. But alright, let's get started. Enough of me talking. So we're going to create, again, this button right here. And we have all the code. Very simple button. So first we're going to say, you don't have to add a new category, but I am just for the sake of this video. So I'm going to call it Elementor Widgets. How about my Elementor Widgets? And then we're going to create the category. And the categories don't show unless you say web and installed and all. So my Elementor widgets, we're going to say add widget, call it a simple button. And you need a widget title and a widget name. The widget name has to be all underscores. So we're going to say simple button. And we're going to put an underscore right there. You don't have to add a widget description. We're going to hit add. And here's your widget. You can either double click it or you can hit edit widget. And it brings you to this screen, and you have a general tab which kind of gives you general settings. And what I like to do, this little link area, I like to add the link that where I got the code from. So we're gonna add that there so we can refer to it later. I'm gonna add an icon, so we'll say arrow. Since it's pointing to the right, we'll use that. We don't need dynamic content. I'll show you how to use dynamic content in a further video. And then we have attributes. We'll come back to this later. And then we have attribute items. I'll show you this in a further video as well, because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make a video series, like ongoing series about this. So about unlimited elements. Here's where you add the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript. There's JavaScript files that you can add. There's libraries that they've already included, and then assets. So here's where you create your own CSS file and add it and everything. So we're gonna keep it simple since this is a simple button, and we're just gonna add HTML and we're just gonna add the CSS here. So we're gonna flip back over here to this. We are going to copy all of this code right here and copy it into the CSS area. We are going to copy the HTML that we need, which is this right here. And we're going to copy that right here. Keep your HTML clean and your CSS clean. That's just great web developer, being a great web developer. So we're going to test it first to make sure that the CSS and everything works correctly. So we're going to update this, update it again just to make sure everything's saved. We're going to go back to our pages. And we are going to open this page right here in Elementor. Then I've already added a column, so I'm going to show you that this has its own little area right here. So here's my elements. So these are all the elements that I created. So we're going to drag this over to make sure we don't have any dynamic content. So I'm going to hit update. Oh, this needs to be changed to our correct CSS class. So we need to change this right here and put it here. Right here. And then make sure you update it. I always like to update it twice just to make sure. And then that's why this isn't working. So we're gonna hit update. And there we go, we're missing our border, and I know why. So if we come back in here, this right here is getting overridden. So I am going to put an importance statement right here and update it, refresh. And there we go. So we want to actually, now we want to add dynamic properties so people can change it after they add the widget. So first we're going to add a text. and the name needs to be, I always like to give it the same thing with underscores. So we're going to make this a text widget. We're going to add this as a property. Then we're going to add a new property. We're going to use the link drop down. And we're going to call this simple link. Actually, we're not going to use the word link. I'm going to call it, yeah, I am. I'm going to call it link. So then we'll say simple link. Keep it as a link, and then we're going to hit add, and then we are going to add the color. So we're going to have a color picker, and I'm going to change this to my favorite color, and that is orange. So we're going to make this orange, and we are going to hit update. Well, we need to add this. We need to call this something first, so we're going to call it color or button color. And we need to add the attribute here. So I like to just do cut and paste and then add my underscores. Not dashes, underscores. And then hit add attribute, and this is all we need. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna call this button text just to make everything good. And button text, update that. Then that should be all our attributes. Now we'll come into the CSS and we'll add the dynamic properties. So we'll come over here to simple link and we will add that right here, and the way they display this in the HTML is with two brackets around it. And then we're gonna change this to have our button text, and then we're gonna hit update, and we're gonna switch over to the CSS, and everywhere there's this right here, we are gonna change it to button underscore color. So I'm going to change it there, and I'm going to change it here, and I'm going to say control find, and we're going to find this. So we're going to change it here. Oh, button color, then we're going to change it here. And I'm going to put an important statement right here to make sure that it works. And then we're going to hit update, and then we are going to refresh our screen. And there's our button with our color. And if we wanted to change the color for some reason, we can do that. Change it to any color we want. And we're going to say awesome button. And then we are going to type home because we want it to go to the home page. We want it to go back to the home page. So it dynamically pulls in the home page, and then we hit update, and then we preview it. I hope today's tutorial about creating your own Elementor widgets and modules has made WordPress simple, fun, and easy for you. Also, If you have any thoughts or comments about this video, leave them in the comment box below and I will get to them as soon as I can. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and this is Clifton Kennedy signing out. Later.